So Stephen Bushy gets his first ever Can-Am win. Again, we are going to wait for the trackside interviews till after the features are over.
This should be a good one.
So Sundance Leisure Thundercars, it will be Collin Bauter on the pole in the 19 with the 60 of Francis White. Row 2, Jared Gilson, the 22. J with the 22, Tony Frezzo. Kevin Greenfield, the 11A with Jock Symonds in the 8X. Row 4, Noah Williams, the 3W, 428, Colby Hibbard. OJ White in the 94, the 710 of Kyle Whalen, and David Rasmussen in car number 3R. 15 laps will be the distance for the Sundance Leisure Thundercars. Coming up after this, it will be the 25-lap Whitesboro Plow Shop Dirt Car 358 Modified feature. Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman for 20, and then the Panther Frameworks Great Sprints for 20 laps.
Already?
OJ tried to come out with his piece of crap. OJ.
God damn. I took 3 aspirin before we left. Come here. Who's that again?
OJ. OJ White.
OJ what?
He's not on there.
No.
So 15 laps is the distance. Sundance Leisure Thundercars ready to go. "15 laps as we are green off of turn number 4. Collin Bauter may have gotten the jump on the start. Kevin Greenfield got the jump on the field, pulled through the middle, jumped from about 5th to 2nd. Now he's going for the lead as Jock Symonds pokes his nose into the mix. Francis White right in there as well. And Greenfield sailed it in there. Bauter gets out of shape, and Jared Gilson's going to come away with a lead as they're working across the line for lap number 1. Wild start to the opening lap, and Jared Gilson finds himself in the number 1 spot. Defending track champion Tony Frezzo now second as Greenfield and Symonds trying to work their way to the top 5 once again. Greenfield gets around White for the 4th spot. Collin Bauter right up there in spot number 3 as they work it across the line once again for lap number 2. Jared Gilson having a strong run here in the early going. Tony Frezzo right there with him as well. Greenfield is pulled by Collin Bauter to pick up 3rd. Now he's going after the 22 of Tony Frezzo for the 2 spot. And we got a car in trouble on the back straightaway. That's OJ White in the 94. It looks like he's going to try to make it to pit road. In the meantime, however, 3 laps are complete. And Jared Gilson in control of this feature, but Kevin Greenfield on the move, and that 11 machine pulls around Tony Frezzo for his 2nd as the 8X of Jock Symonds there with him as well. Yellow lights are on with 3 laps complete. OJ White, problems in turn number 3, just to the entrance of pit road. So, field strung out single file down the backstretch. We'll double them up here shortly once command has been given by race control. Once again, those of you who are looking to enjoy more Can-Am racing action, tomorrow night Can-Am Kart Track is up and running. It is double down under the lights. 2 shows in 1. Free grandstand admission. Gates open at 3. Racing gets underway at 5 o'clock. 9 classes of competition. Ready to go.
Oh, Tokyo.
Green lights are back on, and we're underway. And Jared Gilson trying to fend off Greenfield and Symonds as they come down to the line into turn number 1 and 2. And Gilson gets a good launch up off the corner. He's able to hold Greenfield and Symonds at bay. Here comes Jock Symonds. Jock looking for his 4th win in 5 tries this year. The 11 of Greenfield right there on that outside lane. Greenfield has been fast, but has just been bit by bad luck despite that 1 win earlier this season as they work in lap number 4. 4 laps are complete. Jared Gilson with the point as they head down the back straightaway, but lots of racing left to go in this one, and Gilson knows that, and he's got 2 of the best right there behind him. Kevin Greenfield, Jock Symonds, they're battling from 2nd and 3rd. Tony Frezzo, Francis White, the top 5 as they bring it down in front for lap number 5. 10 laps left to go, and Jared Gilson doing all he can to hold on to that number 1 spot as the top 3 start to pull away just a little bit more here from the 22 of Tony Frezzo, as Frezzo has got the 60 of Francis White just behind him in 5th. David Rasmussen, Collin Bauter, Kyle Whalen holding on to position number 7. 8th is the 3W of Noah Williams. And Colby Hibbard completes the field in 9th. But right now, Jared Gilson trying to fend off 2 of the best right here. These 2 drivers, Kevin Greenfield and Jock Symonds, have been the fastest 2 cars in this division all season. Jared Gilson has been not too far behind. He's been right there with these 2 drivers all season so far. Trying to do it again as he crosses the line, this time by with the lead. Dead heat at the line, and it will be Greenfield the leader by inches at lap number 7, and Greenfield takes over the point as he hit turn number 2 and down the backstretch. Jock Symonds looking to pull even turns with Jared Gilson. He'll pull on by Gilson to turn number 3. Gilson fighting back on the inside lane, but to no avail. It will be Jock Symonds going to the 2 spot. Gilson trying to fight back on the inside lane, but Symonds will clear him, coming down in front with 8 down and 7 to go. Kevin Greenfield in front, but the yellow lights are back on. Colby Hibbard with a problem in the 428. He is stopped over there in between turns 3 and 4. Yellow lights are back on.
Line to 11.
Oh, we're having so much fun up here in the tower. What a great group. Jen Sibley, Brian Haggerty, Denny Molkvan. Michelle just came back. Probably a good thing she came back up here. We're having a little dissension in the ranks up here. Brian Haggerty could not see past Denny Moquin's Pepsi up here. He said if it had been water, he would have been able to see through it, so it would have been okay. Green lights are back on, and Kevin Greenfield again puts his car out in front. Jock Symonds, Jared Gilson, the top three. Watch Symonds on the back bumper of Kevin Greenfield. These two drivers are teammates, pretty good friends off the racetrack, but when they're fighting for the lead, they don't hold back at all as they're working off of turn 3 and 4 and down to the line. 9 down, 6 to go. It's Greenfield and Symonds, 1 and 2. Gilson there for third. Tony Frezzo, the two-time track champion, holding on to the 4 spot. Collin Bauter trying to move around David Rasmussen for the 5 spot. Watch Francis White get into the mix as well. White back there in position number 7 at the moment as Rasmussen looking to move into the top 5 for the first time tonight and does just that. He'll scoot around Collin Bauter, but Bauter fighting strong on the outside lane. Tony Frezzo off the pace down the front straightaway, and the 22 of Frezzo got way out of shape. There's a piece of debris that came off the race car down in front. We'll see how the officials determine this one. In the meantime, Jock Symonds looking for the lead as we're coming around with 4 to go. Kevin Greenfield with the lead, but for how much longer? Here comes Symonds to the inside lane. Symonds and Greenfield side by side battle up front for the lead as they go to turn number 1 and 2. Give it to Jock Symonds in corner number 2. 11 laps are complete in the 8 of Jock Symonds. Goes to the point with Greenfield back to second. Jared Gilson still there in spot number 3, but this race is far from over with. Watch Greenfield on the outside lane, trying to pull even with Symonds down in front with 3 to go. Jared Gilson all alone in third. David Rasmussen is crawling through the field nicely. He's now into fourth. Rasmussen started back in position number 10, and he's already up to the 4 spot. Francis White continues to charge forward. He's back up into the top 5 in the late going of this one as well. 2 laps left to go, and Symonds has company. Kevin Greenfield is there with him. Jared Gilson not too far into this one either, in the 3 spot. 4th still up for grabs. Francis White to that outside lane. David Rasmussen down low. And White trying to pick up the spot from David Rasmussen down the back straightaway. However, the white flag is waving. White flag in the air. Final trip around the Can-Am Speedway for Jock Symonds. Jock started the season in Victory Lane on April the 24th. He was interrupted by Kevin Greenfield. Oh, and Greenfield with a problem. Oh, and Gilson tags him in turn number 2. It's going to open the door for David Rasmussen and Francis White to get on through. And 2 of the strongest cars in this division tangled together in corner number 2. Oh my, what a change of events this is. This is going to bring David Rasmussen, who started at the back of the field, up to second. And Francis White now third. Collin Bauter up to 4th. And the 3W of Noah Williams out of Copenhagen finds himself into the 5 spot in the late going. Kevin Greenfield got all out of shape, and when he went to recorrect it, got up into the 22J of Jared Gilson, unfortunately. And both cars sitting over there wounded in turn number 2. And the business end of the tow truck, as Dan Martin likes to say, from Albany, Saratoga, is being put to use here. Is unfortunately Greenfield, he's had fast race cars, but has just had bad luck towards the end of these ones. As our fearless Chief Director of Traffic Control, Mike LeClaire, picks up a piece of debris on the front stretch. I believe that came off of the Frezzo number 22 ride. Up next, 25 laps for the Whitesboro Plow Shop. Dirt Car 358 Modifieds. 20 laps for the Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman. We'll finish the night off with 20 laps in the Panther Frameworks Crate Sprint Cars. Again, we will do trackside interviews for the feature winners after the features have been completed tonight. Again, we thank you so much for sticking with us here this evening on a night where we have seen pretty well everything. We've seen rain, we've seen hail, we've seen high winds, we've seen electrical problems. But in any event, we are going to get this show in.
So, yeah, I'm even near that.
Of course, next week, as we talked about, it'll be the mechanics race that we have every season. That's always a good show. On June the 5th, all 5 divisions will be in action. Race time gets underway at 7 o'clock. Some of the other major events coming up on our card for 2026. Dirt Modified Nostalgia Tour will be here on June 19th. Brian Haggerty will be here. And, of course, July 1st is everybody's favorite. The Pabst Shootout will be on hand. It's part of the Dirt Car 358 Modified Series this year once again. Mike Mahaney is the defending race winner. He'll be back to try to defend it. Empire Super Sprints are here for their first of 2 appearances of the season. Dirt Car Sportsman Series, it's a North and Central Region combined feature event. Looking forward to that one. Always get a great turnout. And, of course, that is on Canada Day, July 1st, which also happens to be my dad's birthday. He turns 21 again. The Baltz Blaster, Mark Baltz himself. He will be here. Brian Haggerty used to race against my dad. It did. He went by. Was that under caution? I know my dad's not watching, so I can say that. I better be careful what I say. I do have a place to stay, at least for now, until he hears this. Oh, a happy, I got to send this out too. Happy belated birthday to my daughter Sadie yesterday. She turned 11. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I know, she was just that big. Those of you watching on Dirt Track Digest TV, that big is about that big. Yep. I'll show it to you when you get out on Victory Lane. But, yep, she had a good birthday there. Had a great day. Tumbling class last night. Everybody else ate donuts, and I sat there and watched. They wouldn't let me. Dad, you're on a diet. You can't do that. Oh, well, absolutely. That's what I said, too. So, set to go back under green. Can Jock Symonds hold on for one more lap, or will David Rasmussen come up and spoil the party? We are going to find out as they head up into turn number 1 and 2. Jock Symonds to the lead. Here comes Francis White looking for third. Gets around Collin Bauter down the back straightaway. Checkered flag will be waving. Checkered flag is in the air. Jock Symonds looking for his 3rd straight win off of turn number 4. Jock Symonds 4th win in 5 tries this season. David Rasmussen second, Francis White, Collin Bauter, and Noah Williams round out your top 5. Sundance Leisure Thundercars are now another great run tonight. 4th win in 5 tries. What's the secret? Anybody want to thank here tonight?
Thank my wife, Kevin Greenfield, worked hard to get this tractor to change.
Congratulations on yet another win. Maybe we'll see you down in front again. All right, Jock Symonds gets